For centuries, the Galactic Council believed humans were nothing more than a legend, a myth whispered in half-forgotten star charts. A cautionary tale told the cadets who spent too long studying extinct civilizations, aggressive primates from a dead world. They said, too fragile, too emotional, too self-destructive to survive the stars. And for a long time, the galaxy was content believing that lie, until the war reached the edge of known space. The species that shouldn't exist. The galaxy was old, ancient beyond comprehension. Empires rose and fell like tides. Species evolved, conquered, and vanished without ceremony. Most civilizations followed predictable paths. Expansion, stabilization, decline. Humans, according to fragmented records, never made it past the first stage. Earth was classified as a Class Red world, violent climate, unstable geology, hostile biosphere. The species that evolved there was supposedly doomed by its own nature. At least, that's what the archive said. So when border worlds began falling to the Ka dominion, no one thought to call on a myth. When the Frontline collapsed, the Ka were not conquerors. They were exterminators. A hive mind species bred for war, the Ka adapted faster than any known military force. Energy shields learned enemy frequencies. Infantry evolved against weapons in real time. Entire fleets vanished within weeks. The Galactic Council panicked. Defensive lines failed. Allied species retreated inward, abandoning systems that had stood for millennia. Everywhere the same message echoed. We cannot hold the front line. A signal from the dark. Then an anomaly appeared. A transmission emerged from beyond the Perseus void, a region so violent with radiation that no known civilization could survive there. The signal was crude, analog, old. It repeated one phrase in dozens of languages. We are still here. Council analysts dismissed it as debris noise, until the signal answered back. First contact, second fear. The ship arrived without ceremony. No diplomatic formation. No ceremonial colors. Just dark metal scarred by battle and propulsion systems that defied classification. Its hull bore a single word. Humanity. Council representatives were uneasy. The word carried weight in ancient texts, warnings of endurance, adaptability, and disproportionate retaliation. The being who stepped forward wore no insignia. I am Commander Elias Ward, he said. You're losing this war. Silence followed. You shouldn't exist, one counselor whispered. Ward didn't smile. We get that a lot. Why humans were forgotten. Humans explain why they vanished from galactic history. They didn't expand outward like other species. They turned inward, surviving catastrophe after catastrophe, ice ages, pandemics, nuclear near extinction. While others mastered harmony, humans mastered recovery. They learned to fight not because they loved war, but because their world never stopped trying to kill them. The galaxy had mistaken silence for extinction. The offer no one wanted. Ward's proposal was simple. Give us the front line, he said. Laughter echoed through the chamber. The front line had broken entire civilizations. Tens of billions were already dead. You are one species, a counselor argued. Barely unified. Ward nodded. Exactly. Humans don't fight like others. Human ships didn't rely on shields alone. They layered defenses, redundancies, manual overrides, systems that could fail and still function. Their soldiers didn't wait for perfect conditions. They advanced through radiation storms, gravity wells, and casualty zones deemed uninhabitable. When the Ka adapted to energy weapons, humans switched to kinetics. When adaptations countered that, humans changed again, relentlessly, the day the front line held. The Ka expected fear. They encountered defiance. Human forces dug in where others retreated. They fought in close quarters, denying the hive time to evolve. Losses were heavy. Humans advanced anyway. Other species watched in disbelief as human medics ran toward explosions, dragging the wounded back while shouting encouragement through broken comms. They heard words translated imperfectly. Hold the line. Not today. We don't retreat from extinction. The myth becomes a warning. Car commanders began altering strategies. Too late. Humans didn't aim to defeat the hive. They aimed to break its confidence. Feints, traps, psychological warfare, decoy fleets broadcasting false retreats. The hive mind hesitated, for the first time in its existence. That hesitation cost them entire swarms. Why humans terrified the galaxy? It wasn't their weapons. It was their mindset. Humans treated defeat as data, loss as instruction, pain as temporary. They bonded under fire faster than most species bonded over centuries. They did not need perfection, only momentum. And once humans had momentum, stopping them required extinction. Again, the turning point. After 6 brutal months, the car advanced old, then reversed. World by world, humans pushed them back, often with fewer numbers, always with unacceptable casualty ratios by galactic standards. When asked how they endured it, Ward gave a simple answer. We evolved on a death world. This is just another Tuesday. After the war, the Ka were not eradicated. They were contained. The galaxy rebuilt. Humans declined territory, declined political dominance. They established outposts only where invited. That confused the council more than the war itself. You could rule us, one counselor said. Ward shook his head. We didn't come to rule, he replied. We came to make sure no one erased you. The final lesson. The galactic archives were updated. Humanity's classification changed from myth to existential variable. A footnote was added beneath their profile. Do not mistake silence for weakness. Do not mistake restraint for fear. And never assume humans will stay hidden when extinction is on the line. Because humans were never a legend. They were a contingency, a species forged by disaster, refined by failure, and united by the refusal to disappear. The galaxy believed humans were myths, until we took the front line, and held it